watch people. Spent years looking down on them, observing what makes them laugh and cry, be shocked or scared. I decided I was going to make a horror film using real people. We must give the audience what they want.
Welcome to Kermode Uncut. There's a new film out starring Robert Englund called The Last Showing, in which Robert Englund stars as a projectionist. The film played at Fright Fest just recently and it's now available on Blu-ray. Now, I haven't seen The Last Showing, but I have with me a projectionist who has. Please say hello to Dave Norris. Dave, I'm asking you to change roles now. Rather than being a projectionist, I want you to be a film critic, which you always thought was dead easy. First, describe for me, from the projectionist's point of view, what is The Last Showing?
Well, The Last Showing is Robert Englund, as you said, as a disgruntled projectionist called Stuart.
Is there any type of projectionist other than a disgruntled projectionist?
Not according to the filmmakers, okay. No. So he's a disgruntled projectionist who has lost his job because 35mm is obsolete. This is all established quite early on. He's refused to train on the new digital technology, so he's been resigned to shoveling popcorn until he retires.
So this sounds like a movie that is tailor-made for you and me. It's a film which says the demise of celluloid is a bad thing, let's all fight against DCP. So what happens?
Well, that's only the setup, unfortunately.
Okay.
And then, at a midnight showing of The Hills Have Eyes 2, the only couple that are in there watching it, he decides to manipulate and terrorise them while filming them and to make his own movie, which he does by a series of cue cards, which he seems to work through. He's plotted it all out.
The film is set in England, and I'm imagining that Robert Englund is doing a British accent?
He's doing an accent which is sometimes not quite Dick Van Dyke. It goes between transatlantic and an American's idea of what an Englishman sounds like.
I will not serve another combo special number 3 at a venue managed by inept adolescents. Nor will I clean up after a bunch of animals that show me no respect.
Okay, now what I want here, Dave, is specialist knowledge. Firstly, did Robert Englund convince as a projectionist?
Well, he was certainly creepy enough to be a projectionist.
I think you better expand on that. What do you mean by that?
Well, he was very stereotypical as a projectionist, let's say. Glasses and a pullover and a tie.
Okay, so you were convinced that he had actually immersed himself in the role of a projectionist?
Yes.
And beyond him playing a projectionist convincingly, how was the rest of the film? Did it tell us something about the demise of 35mm, the rise of digital? Did it have something to say about the future of cinema, or was it Robert Englund chasing some people around?
It was Robert Englund chasing some people around, a lot of empty corridors. He trapped the manager in the projection room, and in a scene very reminiscent of silent movie, wrapped some film round him, a la Marty Feldman, and fed it onto the platter, which then went to strangle the manager. He was strangling with a piece of 35mm film, which I guess was his ultimate revenge for being turned into a popcorn shoveler.
Now, Dave, we know that you've been dubbed the last projectionist standing. You're somebody who's seen, you know, the role of projectionist change with the demise of 35mm and the rise of DCP. You are now a leading digital projectionist. Did the film strike any chords with you?
Well, I've certainly never had the inclination to go chasing any of the people I've shown films to around the cinema and try and hack them to death.
Sure. I think homicide aside, did it strike any chords?
No.
Was it any good?
It's the sort of film that the other half indoors would say, well, this is a Saturday night brain out film. So if you want to take your brain out for 85 minutes, it's absolutely fine. I didn't dislike it, but it could have been better. It's a 3 out of 5.
Okay, so that's going on the poster. I didn't dislike it. Dave Norris, last projectionist standing.
I quit. Quit!
You can't quit. You have to wait at least 6 months before I retire you.
No. Sorry. I'm done.